Day. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The first of three here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Stafford on first down. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Swift, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the 35.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Beckham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills. His 3rd touchdown now.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
It's took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Texans 7.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll be down deep into Houston territory.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Incomplete. Out of
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Intended for Marvin Jones.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
A 26-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. He'll run it, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Watson on the keeper.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Watson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their time. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try again. And he stopped immediately there. It will go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now with whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26.
So here are the Texans to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week. Now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Watson, he's letting this one go for 4. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Did you figure out the right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
2nd and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different...
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you're getting.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Flush to his right. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
He did the rest. Want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he's got it up and through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford to his tight end, James. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. That's James. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's now
throwing again at Stafford. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 15-yard line.
On second down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Ball carrier.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Here's Stafford. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jesse James. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it to make it 27-13. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the time. Out on defense with 1:53 left. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, they run. Again, it's Geist. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Houston, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.